Hello and welcome to Dingoes Ate My Podcast. I'm Paul.
And I'm Dave.
And this week we are discussing the episode Power Play. This episode originally aired May 12th, 2004, attracting approximately 4.02 million viewers. Alrighty, let us start off with the number one film in America this week, Dave. Any guesses?
Again, I did a mild bit of research into this. Well, again, little and wise, but that. Again, nothing immediately comes to mind around this time. Would be up in the movies today.
Summer 2004. I'll give you a bit of a hint. It's like a historical epic.
Oh, hang on. Nothing for that. Again, I have somewhat of a time period because I vaguely remember you saying, can't remember if it was the last week or the week before, that one of them was Van Helsing that was up on the top.
That was last week, yeah.
Yeah, with that. But then historical. I don't think it was the Christian movie because that was a while back that came
Yes, yeah.
up. Historical wise. Like, the name escapes me, but the only one other thing I can supposedly think of. Nah, it's a bit too broad, just saying a war movie. Came up with that. But again, no immediate title sort of comes to mind.
So, give you one other hint that might help. It's based in part on the Iliad.
Damn it, I knew I should have worked a bit harder on studying that.
It's the movie Troy. I'm guessing you don't remember this film?
No, like it's there. Like it's the case of I probably remember seeing either scenes, information about it. That's like, oh my god, that was the one that came in there? Or did they redo it recently?
No, Troy. This was Troy. It was fine. I remember the director's cut being a lot better. But
I
yeah,
don't know, I think my entire sense of any of those sorts of things has just been completely thrown out of whack.
I mean, fair enough. It's a long time ago as well. So let us move on to the number one song in America this week, Dave. Any idea what it could possibly be?
Not really, but I'm hoping it's possibly different from the last couple of weeks, possibly.
It is not. It is still "Yeah" by Usher featuring Lil Jon and Ludacris.
Because it always seems to be at this time.
Pretty much. And now we move on to video games, where I have some bad news. We don't have any releases for this week.
Mild sadness.
Yes. So we will get into the episode. Alrighty. In a dark room, a shackled man with a bag over his head is being beaten with sticks by several attackers. Angel helps the man to his feet and takes the bag off the man's face. The man thanks Angel, but then Angel vamps out and bites the man's neck. 19 hours earlier, Angel and Nina are lying in bed together, and Nina notices that Angel is concerned with something at work. Back at Wolfram and Hart, Illyria complains that no one fears her anymore, and Wesley is ignoring her ever since she pretended to be Fred. Spike tells her that although she has lost much of her powers, looking like Fred is more powerful than anything else to those who loved her. Meanwhile, Hamilton introduces Angel and Gunn to Senator Bruckner and her vampire aide, Ernesto. Ernesto asks for human blood, and Angel agrees to make an exemption, upsetting Gunn. Wesley informs Angel that Borat's demon is loose and killing people. However, Angel shrugs it off and leaves. Spike offers to take on the demon for Wesley and invites Illyria to go hunting with him. In Angel's office, Angel, Gunn, Ernesto, and the Senator are watching a political ad of her rival, Mike Conley. The Senator asks Wolfram and Hart to brainwash Conley into confessing to being a pedophile so he will lose. Gunn is furious at the Senator's request, but Angel agrees. In Wesley's office, Wesley is researching Borat's demons, when a strange circular symbol with 8 spurs appears in his book and then disappears. Meanwhile, Spike and Illyria are searching for the Borat's demon. Illyria tells Spike that Angel has become corrupted through power, but he refuses to believe save her. The Boratz appears and fights Spike, but Illyria ultimately kills it. An injured Drogon appears and warns Spike that Angel cannot be trusted. Back at Wolfram and Hart, Wesley walks into Angel's office where he finds Angel talking with Hamilton, and they ask Wesley to come back later. Gunn, Lauren, and Wesley all agree that Angel is not acting like himself at all. Spike calls, and the three gather in Spike's apartment to listen to Drogon's tale of being attacked by a Sathiri demon, an assassin for hire at the Deeper Well. After a long and vicious fight, Drogon learned that Angel hired it to kill him. Drogon speculates that Angel wanted to cover up his involvement in helping Illyria's sarcophagus escape from the Deeper Well, and that Angel sacrificed Fred on purpose. Lauren and Gunn take the news angrily, but Spike reminds them that Drogon cannot lie. Wesley shows all of them the mysterious symbol of the black circle with the 8 spurs on it and believes it to be a connection with Angel's behavior. Gunn, Lauren, Spike, and Wesley leave to confront Angel, while Illyria keeps watch over Drogon. At the office, Spike interrogates Angel about Drogon's attack, but Angel denies everything. Angel explains that he has lost his sense of morality and wants global power, through any means necessary. He then meets with Nina and gives her 3 plane tickets, urging her to leave him for her own safety. Hurt and confused, Nina agrees. At Spike's apartment, Hamilton breaks in the door and knocks out Drogon and Illyria. Meanwhile, Gunn and Spike interrogate Lindsay about the symbol. He explains that the symbol represents a small but powerful secret society of the elite evil called the Circle of the Black Thorn, who are responsible for the apocalypse. Lindsay explains that Wolfram and Hart is run by the Black Thorn, while the senior partners actually live on a different plane of existence. Angel's team realizes that Angel is being corrupted by the Circle of the Black Thorn. Back in the dark room from the beginning, Angel takes the bag off Man's face to reveal it is Drogon. Angel drinks his blood and then is branded with a symbol for the Black Thorn, the Circle of the Black Thorn. The robed attackers reveal themselves and celebrate Angel's acceptance into the fold. The next day, at Wolfram and Hart, Angel is attacked by Gunn, Lauren, Spike, and Wesley. Angel disarms everyone and pulls a crystal out of his pocket. It activates a glamour that conceals the room for 6 minutes. Angel reveals that everything he has been doing, agreeing with their evil clients, sending Wesley the symbol, hiring the assassin to kill Drogon, is to convince the Black Thorn that he is evil so he can infiltrate them and eventually kill them to prevent the apocalypse. Angel explains further that 2 months earlier, Cordelia gave Angel a vision with their farewell kiss about the Black Thorn and the apocalypse. Spike grimly points out that this is a suicide mission, as the senior partners will kill them all in retaliation. However, the team eventually agrees to go along with Angel's plan, as Hamilton ominously watches from outside, from the window outside the office, suspicious but unable to prove anything. So, what do we think of this episode, Dave?
Well, the title is very apt. And definitely interesting enough with this different methods within the episode that showed how things sort of go and showed the process of Angel doing these particular sorts of things, going against the morals, making everyone suspicious with things, and really playing the power game of getting part of the fold, getting himself in there. Again, it's kind of those tiny little things. It's like, damn, I did not bother to pay attention to that when those sorts of past things happen to come into this. Always interesting that they go back and get those couple little things, or had that in mind for it in the story to get it as far as it had.
Yeah, I think this episode's pretty good about obviously it's setting up the finale and what we're gonna have to deal with in that episode. I think it's pretty good. I do love one little detail where Spike hands Illyria a controller and it's like, you should play some Crash Bandicoot. That
is true.
Whatever reason, that just made me chuckle. Even though it's an Xbox controller, and part of me just goes like, it just wouldn't work.
I can somewhat understand that with that. And it was definitely interesting, as well as her discussion with the gentleman there while they were playing. Her sort of thought of, this is completely pointless, playing this game, and yet I wish to continue. It's like, haha, she's learning the things.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Alrighty, so let us move on to some international titles. So there's not a ton for this one. Most of them just translate as power play or some variation of that. But there's a few interesting ones. So in Czech, it's Game of the Powerful.
Mm,
In German, it's Power Hungry.
mm,
In Italian, Power Games. And in Latin American and Spain Spanish, it translates as The Master Move. Which is an interesting title.
like sort of like trying to think of the entire plan of Angel getting himself into the fold and going into that sort of point there. I'm not sure if I'd call it the master move, but oh man, it's going to be doing a whole heck of a lot of a bigger thing than they've supposedly been doing within Wolfram and Hart.
Yes. I actually forgot to do this earlier, but we'll do it now. I had the Bing Chat AI write a haiku about this episode, and here's what it
Because
came
of course you did.
because it's funny. So here's what it came up with. Angel's loyalties, doubts arise in his gang's mind. Blackthorn's evil plans. Which,
There
I mean,
you go, spoiling the big thing within the episode. My goodness.
oh my. Alrighty. So if there's nothing else about this episode, next week we'll be talking about the series finale called Not Fade Away. Okay. I'm going to give you a brief synopsis of what's going to happen and avoid spoilers. Angel and company spend the day as if it were their last, as they prepare to bring down the evil circle of the Black Thorn. Putting their lives on the line, Spike confronts a demon cult, Lorne faces off with Lindsay, Gunn takes on an evil senator, and Angel battles Hamilton, the henchman of the senior partners. Oh yeah, and not everybody's going to make it out alive.
Oh. Understandable, but still, oh.
Yes, so that will be a very interesting time when we discuss that episode next week. So until then, I'm Paul.
And I'm Dave.